Tuba Queen here. And this segment of the Chronicles, we're going to talk about common sense, part two. So I get a ride request from a gentleman, and he was at the club. He comes out with a young lady on his arm, and she was moving her arm. She was moving her arm. I thought she was tipsy or drunk. So I thought he was trying to help her, to the car. So they get in the car and they began to converse, and I realized she was coherent. So she wasn't drunk or anything. So she asked him to ask me, could they stop to get some water? So usually, our time is money. We don't have time to run errands, but I stopped. And I think I saved her life that night. But I stopped and he got out of the car and she stayed in the car. And she's like, when you drop him off, can you take me home? I'll pay you to take me home. I said, sure. She said, I just want to go home. So she said, I just met him in the club and I just moved here from Chicago yesterday. And I said, and why are you leaving with a stranger? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. They never know. They can't even explain it. Just common sense is gone. So she said, can you just take me home and I'll pay you? I said, sure. So he gets in the car. I took him to his house. He gets out the car and he's standing in the street and he's like, okay, come on. So she says, no, I just want to go home. And he begins to yell, get out of the car, get out of the car. And he was so angry. She says, no, I want to go home. So he closed the door and he's running around, probably try to pull her out of the car. So I locked the door before he got to the other side. Then he comes to my window. I'm going to call the police on you. I said, call the police. You going to jail. I want you to call them. So I pulled off and I said, what do you think was going to happen to you if he got you upstairs to his house and you told him no, you didn't want to sleep with him? I said, don't ever do that. I said, you know how dangerous he's acting a fool in the street. What do you think he was going to do to you when he got you to his apartment? I said, that was you have to be careful. Ladies, you have to be careful because you don't know who you're going home with. You have no idea. And he was acting a fool in the street. Get out of the car. I mean, just outrageous. And I locked that door and I took her on home and hopefully she won't do it again. But these things happen so often. And I get these same type of ladies in my car so often that it's scary. So we have to be careful. Common sense is not common these days. But till next time, peace.